Okay, this is week 4 of AMLIT, hour 2 of 2. So we got to remember part of our backstory because we've got this information. Tom Merwin went to the other bank and saw Mr. Cooper, I think it was, who told him that the bank doesn't have very much money right now because there's a big investment of $15,000 that's coming in through the narrow gauge railway this evening. And so we come to this part of the story. I'm going to start back a little bit so we get this whole scene at once. Okay, so Tom Merwin stepped cautiously out of the frame house in which he lived. It was near the edge of the little town. Most of the citizens were asleep. Merwin wore six. I said it wrong again. I'm having trouble saying it. 2 6-shooters. Let's check out a 6-shooter here. 6-shooter is often called a revolver because there are 6 bullets in this part, and to fill it up, you have to first pull that section out and fill it with 6 bullets in a circle shape. And as you fire, it turns once every time it's fired, so you can fire 6 times. And I think I may be able to. Huh? Well, that didn't do it. Okay, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, wait. Insert. That's one way to get the job done. Merwin wore 2 6-shooters in a belt and a slouch hat, which we've already seen. He moved swiftly down the lonely street and then followed the sandy road that ran parallel to the narrow gauge track. This should be our signal that they're talking about the same narrow gauge track. Until he reached the water tank, 2 miles below the town. Wow, he walked for 2 miles. That's a lot of walking. There, Tom Merwin stopped, tied a black silk handkerchief around the lower part of his face, and pulled his hat down low. So you can get, if you can picture what he looks like, here he is. He's got two guns, able to shoot 12 bullets, all in all, with a hat pulled down over his eyes, and a black handkerchief covering his face. And you could suspect what he's going to do. When they reach the water tank, of course, the train will stop to refill with water. Okay, in 10 minutes, the night train for Rockdale pulled up at the tank, having come from Chaparosa. With a gun in each hand, Merwin raised himself from behind a clump of chaparral, which is the it's a bush, okay, and started for the engine. But before he had taken 3 steps, 2 long, strong arms clasped him from behind, and he was lifted from his feet and thrown face downward upon the grass. There was a heavy knee pressing against his back, and an iron hand clasping each of his wrists. He was held thus like a child until the engine had taken water and until the train had moved with accelerating speed out of sight. Then he was released and rose to his feet to face Bill Longley. "The case never needed to be fixed up in this way, Tom," said Longley. "I saw Cooper this evening, and he told me what he told you." Well, let me read this again. "And he told me what you and him talked about." That's it. "Then I went down to your house tonight, and I saw you come out with your guns on, and I followed you." Let's go back, Tom. They walked away together side by side. It was the only chance I saw, said Merwin presently. You called your loan and I tried to answer you. Now, what do you do, Bill, if they sock it to you? In other words, if they charge you with a criminal loan. Well, what would you have done if they'd socked it to you, was the answer Longley made, for, holding up a train and do a train robbery. I never thought I'd lay in a bush to stick up a train, remarked Merwin, but a call loan's different. Maybe I should explain what a call loan is. They make the loan, and then at any time, the person who gave the loan can call it back and say, we need that money back now. And so that's what he's responding to, a call loan. A call's a call with me. We got 12 hours left, Bill, but this spy jumps onto you. We gotta raise them spondylics somehow. I guess that just means dollars. Maybe we can. Great Sam Houston, do you hear that? Sam Houston was a famous kind of hero in the West. Merwin broke into a run, and Longley kept with him, hearing only a rather pleasing whistle somewhere in the night, rendering the lugubrious air of the Cowboy's Lament. Now, I'm going to see if I can find that. Yep. Hey, here's Burl Ives. He's going to sing us the Cowboy's Lament. Not this guy. This is not Burl Ives. Okay, here we go.
As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, spied a young cowboy all wrapped in white linen as cold as the clay. I see by your outfit that you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly walked by. Come sit down beside me and hear my sad story. Shot in the breast and I know I must die. It was once in the saddle I used to go dashing. Once in the saddle I used to go gay. First down the roses and then to the card house. Shot in the breast and I'm dying today. It's
that's a song I've known ever since, it must be 6th grade of my education. I had a great teacher named Ben Lacey who played the guitar and taught us this song. Except I've never heard it called The Cowboy's Lament. I know the song is The Streets of Laredo. But as soon as I heard the introduction, I was pretty sure that was the right one. So hopefully this video will not be banned. Let's check this out and I'll post it right into our story. Yay. That's what Tom and Bill are hearing as they approach Bill's house. "It's the only tune he knows," shouted Merwin as he ran. "I'll bet." And then they were at the door of Merwin's house. He kicked it open and fell over an old valise, which is like a suitcase, or more like a briefcase, really. I'll show you the darn valise. What? Let's use this picture. Boom. It's way too big, but it's the right image. Boom. Okay. Backing up to the beginning of the sentence. They were at the door of Merwin's house. He kicked it open and fell over an old valise, ding, 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 lying in the middle of the floor. A sunburned, firm-jawed youth, stained by travel, lay upon the bed puffing at a brown cigarette. What's the word, Ed?" said Merwin. So, drawled that capable youngster. "I just got in on the 9:30. Sold a bunch for 15 straight, 15,000. Now, buddy, you want to quit kicking a valise that's got $29,000 in greenbacks in its innards?" And so, the surprise is, for this surprise entrance, Bill was ready to, rob a train to get the money to pay back the loan that he owed to Tom. And as it turns out, it was totally unnecessary to do that, and so it's lucky, very lucky, that he did not rob the train, because his brother had already returned with plenty of money, not only just 10,000, but 29,000, almost triple that, to pay back the loan on time. And so, all's well that ends well, as Shakespeare says. They got the money, no one was in trouble, there was no train robbery, there's no need to worry about that bank examiner anymore because the money would be right there. All right, that's the first story of two stories. I think right now might be a good chance for me to look up the other O. Henry story, because I don't think we would have time to read the whole story 10 years after 10 years. Gift of the Magi, there's a few versions, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one has subtitles. This one's a cowboy. Nope. Did I say cowboy? I mean a cartoon. Let's see, which one would be the best one here? Let's try this one because it has sugar. How long is it? 9:47. This one is an hour. What? For a short story, an hour and 25 minutes. That's way too long. This one, 21 minutes. That's more to the That's more to the purpose. This is 15. Let's try this 20-minute one.
Turn of the century, certain social leaders in New York claimed that only 400 people were worth knowing. In disagreement, O. Henry wrote a volume he called The 4 Million. He thought everybody was worth knowing. Now the very term, 400, is almost forgotten. But from the 4 million, the gifts of the Magi is as fresh and alive as the day it was written. O. Henry said, the Magi were the wise men, the wonderfully wise men who brought gifts to the babe in the manger. They invented the art of giving Christmas presents. And that invention was still operating when this story begins in the year of our Lord, 1905.
Good morning, Mrs. Young.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Schultz. How is your lumbago? I said, how is your lumbago?
Unless I'm wrong, lumbago is a back pain, I think.
My compliments to the cook on this morning's coffee.
Ah, well, I made the coffee myself this morning. Cook isn't here today. I gave all the servants the day off. It's Christmas Eve, you know.
Oh, yes, so it is. I didn't want your present, Jim.
Oh, well, it's just as well, because I've changed my mind again.
Oh?
Yes, I've decided I don't want the diamond tiara. No, I must have a sealskin coat. You see, it's the only fur I haven't got. Well, I simply must have it.
All right, I'll buy it right after lunch.
Lunch, I'm glad you mentioned that. Now, tell me the truth. Aren't you a bit weary of going to Delmonico's every day? Oh, just this once, wouldn't you like something from home wrapped up in this cunning little box?
That'd be very nice.
Well, there you have it. White meat of turkey, brandy cherries, a bit of chestnut dressing, and let me see. Oh, yes, some of those little ice cakes you were so fond of on our honeymoon in Paris.
So it's Christmas Eve, and neither of these two people, the husband and wife, have yet bought presents for each other.
Della,
Yes.
is it awful not having all these things for real?
I have you. And that's for real. Quarter past. Well, let's see if St. Benedict's on time this morning. It's 14 after. He's a whole minute fast.
That gives me one more minute to tell you I love you.
Oh, Jim. Oh, now you know I'll just have to put it all up again.
I remember the first time I saw you, just a year ago.
At Mr. Crump's Christmas party.
I thought, someday I must take out the pins and see that hair fall down around her waist. Oh, for that I'd be willing to marry you.
Why, Mr. Young, Papa, so.
Not at all.
I was so glad I went to that party. I saw you almost at once, and I thought to myself, if he's married, I shall ask her to give him up.
Mrs. Young, what an improper thought.
Not at all. I thought no one would introduce us, so I asked her for the time, remember? And you brought out your beautiful watch, and I thought, he must be very rich.
And for one wonderful moment, there was no one at that party but you and me. No one in the world but you and me. You and your wonderful hair.
And you and your wonderful watch.
It is handsome, isn't it?
The handsomest in New York. You should have a platinum fob to go with it instead of this leather string. Jim? Well, it's so it. Your Christmas present. I've been wondering what to get you. A platinum watch fob with diamonds to match my tiara.
You changed your mind, remember? It's a sealskin coat.
Can't we afford both?
26 after. Not unless I get down to the office and earn some money.
It'll only take me a second, and I'll walk with you as far as the butcher shop.
Okay, they're remembering the first, because I realize it may be hard to understand the words, especially if you're looking at a cell phone right now. and is not paying attention to the class. I don't know why people want to spend their money on a class and then they don't pay attention to the class. That seems a strange thing. I wonder why people do that. Oh, I know why. It's because it's not their own money, it's their parents' money. They don't mind spending that. Huh. I may be wrong, but that might be the answer. Anyhow, they're remembering 1 year ago at Christmas, there was a Christmas party. They met each other there. And the young woman, one of the first things that she noticed was the beautiful watch that he had, which is a really nice watch. As I mentioned in the last story, this is not a wristwatch, but instead a pocket watch, which is usually clipped to the clothing. And then there's a kind of connector, kind of like a keychain, and then the watch itself, so people can pull it out of its little pocket, which is built into the vest, pull it out, open up the what do you call it, the lid of the pocket watch and be able to see the time. Many times, inside this pocket watch, this is the watch section here, here would be a picture of the person you love. Close it up now, put it back in my pocket. I'm just buying this off, it doesn't have a pocket. And she said, well, that would be great. Right now, the fob, the chain that connects the vest to the watch is just made of leather, and it's not really good enough for a handsome watch like the one that he wears. So she says, well, this would be a perfect gift for you for this Christmas.
How's your mail, Mr. Shorts?
It's better today, thank you. Good morning.
Oh, well, it's your last day tomorrow. You can stay inside where it's warm. Take care of yourself.
If I need to remove these videos surgically, remove them, cut them out of the video, I will, I guess. Although it's kind of a pain. Ah, there's a beautiful fob. Here you can see the way the pocket watch works. $22.50. Ooh, also beautiful combs for someone with long hair, like the missus.
Heaven, she didn't lie and make me terrible in her hair.
They once were worn by a Chinese empress. They cost $25.
Jim, how did
My price day before yesterday. I thought maybe if they were...
The diamond tiara will look much better this season. Now, come on, we'll be late for work. Well, what would you like for Christmas dinner? Now, tell me, aren't you getting a little tired of Jimmy? How about a goose stuffed with apples or a duck with orange sauce?
Yeah, whatever you like. Surprise me. But don't stay on your feet too long. You know what?
Mrs. Schultz said a walk every day was good for me, and she's had 7.
A butcher, someone who sells meat, does not really have a shop that looks like this with big animal bodies hanging down like that in America.
Mrs. Schultz said a walk every day was good for me, and she's had 7.
Kind of gross. Americans don't like to remember that meat is from an animal.
Oh, I'd like a pound of ground chuck beef and a half pound of sausage. Will that be enough to make a meatloaf? Just
suppose so.
But this family is not rich. They only have a certain amount of money in the bank. Oh, but she's got some money saved. $1.87. This is her icebox. This is 1905. They didn't have refrigerators like we have now. Hair combs. Let's see it again. One more time. Hair goods of all kinds. Maurice. Upstairs.
Yes?
Are you Maurice?
I am. What can I do for you, madame?
Do you buy hair?
It's good, yes.
Would you buy mine?
Well, let's have a look at it, madame. Right in here, sit down.
So she wants to earn extra money so that she can buy that watch fob that she likes for her husband's beautiful pocket watch. She can sell her hair for wigs, or maybe one day.
Oh, it is magnificent. It is beautiful. Such quality, such beauty, such sheen. It's not bad. I will give you $20.
20? I mean, couldn't you please make it just a little bit more? Say $22.50.
20 is my price for this particular estate thickness. Take it or leave it.
What?
She needs $22.50, but
Can you cut it quickly so I won't change
the
my
man is only willing to give her $20.
Now it is better if you close your eyes.
I wonder if this is the actress's real hair that he's cutting. She loves her beautiful hair, but she's willing to sacrifice it for her husband's Christmas present.
You're right. The clock's 4 minutes slow. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Farley.
You show a great deal of interest in the time.
Yes, sir.
I might remind you the time is what I'm paying you for. At $17.50 a week.
Yes, sir.
54 hours a week, that's nearly 33 cents an hour. Approximately half a cent a minute.
That's right, sir.
Time, young man, is money. Christmas Eve here is just December the 24th.
I understand, Mr. Crump. For 2 cents, How much is 2 cents?
4 minutes. I was counting on his letting us off early today. I've got to get a present for Margaret. What are you going to buy for your wife?
I don't know. It all depends on the size of our Christmas bonus from old Crump. I don't think it'll be $500.
500? Not likely.
That's what a sealskin coat costs. Tell me, Billy, why does a woman want to wear the skin of a seal?
Oh,
Gentlemen, your attention for 1 moment. I'm sorry to announce that because business has been very poor this year, as you who keep my books must know, there will not be the usual Christmas bonus. However, because I've dispensed with the usual Christmas party, I am adding per capita the cost of that party to your checks. Each of you will receive an extra $3. Merry Christmas.
$3. You get $17 a week.
cheer up, Jim. For that $3, you can buy one sealskin earmuff.
Gentleman Platinum. He is very man. For your husband, he is quiet, but he's of real value.
Yes, that describes him exactly. Oh, I thought you meant Jim, my husband.
Maybe I did. He must be a good man if you marry him.
Oh, thank you. It's the only fob I've ever seen that's as beautiful as his watch. It's not just an ordinary watch. It was his father's and his grandfather's, and it will be handed on down to, well, that is, if we have a son.
And you will have a boy. This father will bring you luck, I bet you.
Mr. Mankey, all I have is $21.87. But I do so want to take the fob home with me tonight. Could I pay you the rest later?
What is this later? Do you think I'm squeezing blood out of a stone? For you, I make a special price. $20.
Oh, Mr. Mankey. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Did I wish you a Merry Christmas?
I don't know, maybe
Well, I want to. I want everyone to have a Merry Christmas, even Santa Claus.
I think it was fine.
Oh, dear God. Let him still love me. Please let him still love me.
Do you think anyone would have that kind of reaction to see someone just cutting their hair off and suddenly the husband doesn't love her anymore? God, I hope not.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Jim, come on. All going down to Clancy Saloon now. Hot butter drunk. How about it?
No, thanks, fellas.
Oh, come on. It's Christmas Eve.
No, my wife's alone. She worries if I like. Merry Christmas.
Very good, Rick. Good to see you. Poor fella henpecked, isn't he? You ever see his wife? No. You should be henpecked tonight.
Oh, Jim, don't look at me that way. It'll grow out again. You know how fast my hair grows.
But what?
I cut it off and sold it because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present.
Cut off your hair?
Yes, and sold it. But it doesn't matter so much, does it, Jim? I'm still me without my hair.
I can't believe it. Your hair. It's gone.
You didn't even look for it, Jim. It's sold, I tell you. Oh, Jim, tell me it doesn't matter. Tell me I look all right, even if you don't mean it. Tell me. Oh, say Merry Christmas and open your present, darling.
Why, it's all right, darling. It looks fine. Oh, I'd take more than a haircut to make me love my girl.
Honestly.
Honestly. I stopped on my way home and bought something for you.
Oh, Jim. Oh, Jim. They're not. My hair grows so fast, Jane. By spring I can wear them. But you haven't opened your present, darling. Isn't it beautiful? You'll have to look at your watch 100 times a day now. Put it on. Put it on and let's see.
Della, darling, why don't we put our Christmas presents away for a while? They're much too nice to use just now. You see, I sold the watch to buy you the combs.
Oh, Jim.
Yeah. Cool. So, this particular story is meant to be ironic. The wife bought a beautiful fob to hang his watch on by selling her hair, while the husband sold his watch, making the fob useless, so that he could buy the hair combs for his wife, who can't use the hair combs because her hair is gone. But still, it's the thought that counts, right? Oh, beautiful. Pick this up. All right, good. Let me put the link in here. Beautiful, good. So we're going to have to finish up after 20 years next week. Background color, but this computer doesn't have very much, so I have to choose one of theirs. How about a nice... How about that? Bye-bye, baby. Okay. And I'll give you something else, because we've already read after 20 years. I'll give you something else, the next thing in our list for American literature. Wow, there's a lot of things to choose from, there certainly is. Good. Great. I don't know if any of you are interested in this, but on October 31st, it's a special day in a couple of ways. One of the ways, can anyone tell me? What happens every year on October 31st? Halloween. Thank you very much for knowing that. Halloween, one of my favorite holidays, if not my very favorite holiday of the whole year. Better than Christmas, because Christmas is so predictable. Halloween can give rise to any kind of surprise. And that's more fun. But it's also the Gay Pride parade that's happening in Taipei. It starts at 1 p.m. and goes until 7 p.m. So far, I have not been able to discover the actual location where people are going to get together to do this. Now, it's not only for gay people, but all sorts of people in the minorities, including trans people like myself. So I'm excited. I'm going to go there. It would be great if someone else, spotted me there from this class. That would be super. Don't worry, I won't tell a soul. Oh, yes, but that's nice. Great. Now, today's 2 videos will be posted here at the playlist for AMLIT classes, as well as on our AMLIT class homepage right here. And I'll set that up today. Yeah, pretty good. And the time is just about over. I'm really glad we can see that. Good to hear Burl Ives. I met Burl Ives. By the way, he was much older than in that video we just saw, but I actually have met him. Never will again because he's dead. That's great. Okay. Very good. Right, I remember that, yes. Very good, very good. What's this one? Oh, that's nothing. Okay, so thank you so much for coming here today and enjoying some O. Henry, or at least you're present and had the chance to enjoy some. I'll see you in a week. Thank you so much. Take care. too. Yeah.
And I was like starting to practice this last year. So
Yeah.
it's like 1 year since I do my eyeliner.
Really?
Yeah, so after 1 year you can master it.
Okay.
And
Yay.
if you have any question about this, you can ask me.
I would love to ask.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah,
Thank you so
and I also
much.
have your line, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, we connected there too. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. You too. Shut it down. And that's the end for the class. Thank you for watching. See you next time.